Welcome. Scott here. Today I am bringing you another video on Black Clover Mobile. In this video, I will give some tips on how to get higher score for the ongoing World Boss event. Before I continue with the guide proper, there is something I need to highlight first. First of all, score isn't a necessity to get you all the key rewards which can be bought from the raid exchange shop. In fact, you just need to clear the SSS raid 3 times and you should get enough coins. Getting higher score won't get you more coins. That is more for the ranking rewards. In any gacha games, whenever we talk about rank, it will benefit players who spent money in the game. Well, if it doesn't benefit, then we won't have people spending money in the first place. In my opinion, it is about doing your best possible attempt with your account and see how you can improve your account over time. So now, let's ahead with the guide proper. Let me cover one of the most important utility in the game, SP refill utility. In Black Clover Mobile, special will allow your mages to unleash their strongest attacks, which is often their special. To use their special, they need to have 8 special points or SP. So by using a SP refill mage, you will get access to these powerful attacks more often. And this is one of the reasons why SP refill mages are ranked highly up in the meta, whether it is for PvP or PvE. The 3 key SP refill mages that we have in the moment are Party Mimosa, Valkyrie Noelle, and Ceremony Charlotte. If you have started the game and just gotten Valkyrie Noelle, you can consider going for the current season rerun banner to get Party Mimosa and Ceremony Charlotte. Party Mimosa is a single target healer specialist with continuous damage instances removal on her skill 2 and resurrection on her special. She can greatly refill her partner mage via the combo attack. She is one of the best partners for Spirit Dive Yuno or units that relying on spamming their special. She gains her SP refill utility with her level 2 enhancements or LR+2. When level 125 Transcendence is unlocked, she will gains her powerful passive heals, which makes her one of the game best seasonal mages. Ceremony Charlotte is a supporter mage that gives damage mitigation with her special while granting SP refill with her other skills. If you have her skill page, her skill 2 also grants status ailment immunity. She can also give barrier buff to her partner mage when executing the combo attack. If you have played the game for a while, you will know that she is ever present in PvP team comp because she gives a barrier buff to the highest all attack unit. The barrier buff scales off her total HP and is accessible once she gains her LR+2 passive. Our recent festival mage, Valkyrie Noelle, is the game's first harmony unit and favors team comps that feature her as the sole defender. For PvE, she don't really need her enhancements. But you will need it for PvP. She gains her powerful Sea Dragon Spear stacks when she is attacked. Provided you put her in a team comp where she is the sole defender. She also gives invulnerability to her partner mage via the combo attack. She gives SP refill utility via her powerful Absolute Territory, which you need her free skill page or banner skill page. When the Absolute Territory buff is active, the mages will get +2 SP buff when they take their turn. If you want to know more about how to build them, you can refer to the mage build guides that I have linked in the video description or pinned comment. Other than using a SP refill mage, you can use gear or talents that boost SP refill. The gear set, Meticulous Tailor, can be obtained from the Advanced Blue Gear dungeon. There is a low chance that you can get it randomly via the normal Blue Gear dungeon. Do take note that you are limited to 3 attempts per day to tackle the Advanced Gear dungeon. Equipping 2 pieces of the gear set will give your equipped mage a 35% chance to grant a SP+1 buff at the start of your turn. Equipping 4 piece or full gear set will grants the mage a SP+1 buff at the start of the turn. However, do take note there is a drawback in using this gear, is that it will have a low 15% chance to inflict an extended skill 2 cooldown by 1 turn debuff on the wearer. The last method that you can boost SP refill is by giving your mage's Swiftness talent. Swiftness will grants a SP+1 buff to the mage upon having less than 2 SP at the start of the turn. So how should I set up my mages? In general, the general gear set that you can go for supporter or debuffer mages is the full advanced speed set and small attack and defense piece from advanced defense set. That is the usual set that I always used for tackling raids or other PvE content. If the mages have difficulty in surviving the onslaught from the enemy, I could switch to the 4 defense with 3 small attack with 2-piece advanced defense and 2-piece advanced HP pieces. Or boosting the mage's HP with 4 HP pieces with the 3 small attack with 2-piece advanced defense and 2-piece advanced HP pieces. If you don't have the luck to get the pieces, you can also use food buff to boost your mage's HP. In World Boss, you are racing against the special effect turn phase, thus speed and SP refill utility becomes important. You can max out your supporter or debuffer talent will and give them a speed stone, or you give them speed and SP refill gear. In the video runs that I will be showing later, this is the gear sets that I have used for Party Kahono and Witch Queen. Other than using the advanced speed gear set or the Secret of Deep Sea set, you can use the Millionaire's luxury item gear set, which can be obtained from the advanced red gear dungeon. Equipping 2-piece of the Millionaire's luxury item will boost the wearer's speed by 10% when they use their special. Equipping 4-piece of the Millionaire's luxury item will boost the wearer's speed by 55% when they use their special. The 2-piece synergy of the set will also greatly benefit units who can reliably spam their special like Spirit Dive Yuno. Now let's cover on the 2 key mages will help boost world boss scores easily. Our newly featured festival mage, Party Kahono, will boost damage for the party with her opening aria, which gives increases penetration by 5% and critical damage by 2%. You can improve the effect by stacking up to 5 stacks. Upon getting 5 stacks, she will grant the mage festival aria for 2 turns, which gives the mage 60% increased penetration, 45% increased critical damage, and 15% increased damage dealt buff. So your objective is to get her festival aria as soon as possible. To do that, Kahono needs to either use her skill 2 and special. If you can afford to get her LR+2 passive, she can give opening aria to the highest attack unit when she is attacked. In my previous video, my Kahono don't have her LR+2 passive and she still get me a decent score. Getting her to LR+2 passive isn't a necessity, but it helps a lot to boost world boss score. For the gear set, I have given her the full Millionaire's luxury item gear set along with small attack and HP piece of the advanced speed gear set. For talents, I have given her swiftness talent. Most players will use Black Asta to nuke boss due to his awesome anti-magic mechanic. As a result, you will often see people abusing the infamous Black Asta and Witch Queen anti-magic combo. To allow Black Asta to do most damage, the team comp usually consists of him, the Witch Queen, a critical rate buff supporter and a debuffer. Critical rate supporter mages consist of Party Kahono, Sally, or Rill. Debuffer's role is important because they boost damage indirectly via their debuffs, and there are also rules that benefits for debuffers. Unfortunately for this season, the raid don't features rules that benefits debuffers. But do keep in mind, they are still needed to get a good score. To allow Witch Queen to spam her special, you can give her SP refill gear like the one that I shown on the screen. Give her the full set of the Meticulous Tailor and Swiftness talent passive will help her a lot. With this setup, it will help Witch Queen to spam her special faster. Do remember to switch back to her preferred gear set and talents after you are done with your runs for the world boss. Now let me cover on the other mages that help to boost score. On the screen, you can see the game's current best 3 mages to boost world boss score. They are Black Asta, Spirit Dive Yuno and Rhya. The options will be expanded with future level 125 Transcendence. As the upgrades are still not yet released in global, I won't mention them for this video. For Black Asta, the key to his damage is anti-magic. So you want to use him, having Witch Queen is a must. If you are using Party Kahono as the damage up supporter, you can consider giving Black Asta an attacker build setup instead of the usual defense gear set. Spirit Dive Yuno is another great mage for score runs. However, you will need heavy investment in his enhancements and skill page. His max enhancements will boost his Blessing of the Wind Spirit by double, and his skill page is essential for his SP refill economy. If you want to use him, you need to pair him with SP refiller mages like Party Mimosa, Ceremony Charlotte, or Valkyrie Noelle. My F2P account don't have his Party Mimosa at LR+2 yet or heavily invest in his skill page, so I have opted to use Julius instead. Rhya is our usual go-to attacker mage for nuking content. To have him deal more damage, he needs to get buffs. To get more buffs, you need to pair him with supporter mages that gives a lot of buffs. In my video showcase, I have used Valkyrie Noelle for SP refill utility, Party Kahono for her powerful Arya buffs, and Rill for dispel and incapacitate debuff utility. To deal more damage, you can either boost damage or weaken the boss. To weaken the boss, you need to deploy the debuffer mages who can inflict incapacitate or defense down. Incapacitate will boost the damage taken by the boss. There are 4 mages that can give incapacitate. They are Charlotte, Rill, Nebra, and Swimsuit Yuno. The Archberox could also gains buff that lowers your damage, so you can either prevent them via applying buff immunity debuff or dispel them. Mages with dispel utility are Party Costume Noelle, Party Nozzle, Lotus, and Rill. You can also prevent the boss from getting buffs by using buff immunity debuff with Nebra using her skill 2, and Rill Viaduct the combo attack. As Rill and Nebra fulfill the 2 criteria, they are usually my preferred mages for tackling this content. If you don't have Party Kahono, you can use other mages to boost damage like Sally, Swimsuit Gauche, Gipso, and the upcoming Harmony unit, Grey. With this, I have done with the overview on the setup tips. Let me proceed with the showcase of my runs.
This is go. This is go. This is go. Hit!